It is forbidden to kill, therefore all murderers are punished, unless they kill in large numbers and to the sound of trumpets. Voltaire. This is a brutal truth about human hypocrisy. When one man kills, he is a criminal, but if he kills as part of an army, marching under a flag, with drums and trumpets, suddenly he is called a hero. Voltaire is pointing straight at war. In times of peace, killing is the worst crime. But when kings, rulers, or generals declare war, the very same act becomes lawful, even honorable. What changed? Not the act itself, but only the permission of authority. And it's not just armies. In certain regimes throughout history, police forces or security units have acted on the same principle. What would be crimes if done by an ordinary man, beating, torturing, even killing, are seen as duty when done under orders. The uniform and the command turn what is criminal into what is permitted. Take the Romans, for example. A man who stabbed his neighbor in Rome would be executed, but if that same man was sent with the legions to Gaul, he could kill hundreds and return home to cheers and celebration. Or think of the Crusades. Knights rode east with the blessing of the Church. They slaughtered entire populations, and yet they were praised as holy warriors. What would have been seen as mass murder in any other situation was treated as a noble mission. The uniform, the flag, the ritual, these disguise murder as duty. But the truth remains. Responsibility doesn't vanish just because someone gives you orders. Each person still makes the choice to strike, to burn, to kill. Being in a group does not erase guilt. The crowd cannot take away the responsibility of the individual. Those who can make you believe absurdities can make you commit atrocities. Voltaire. This is how manipulation works. Before the killing comes the lie. Before the violence comes the story. If rulers, leaders, or regimes want people to fight or to obey, they must first control what people believe. They tell you the enemy is dangerous, corrupt, less than human. They paint whole groups as traitors, witches, or monsters. Once this belief is planted, ordinary people can do things they never thought themselves capable of. History shows it again and again. In the Middle Ages, the Inquisition convinced whole villages that certain women were witches. Neighbors who once shared food and friendship could suddenly drag each other to the stake, believing they were protecting their community from evil. During the Crusades, knights believed that by slaughtering infidels, they were serving God and winning salvation. What would have been madness on its own became possible when wrapped in belief. And this is not only the work of kings or churches. In many regimes, propaganda plays the same role, convincing the people of absurdities so that cruelty seems justified. If you can make the masses believe an absurdity, you can lead them into committing atrocities. That is why irrational belief, blind belief, is so dangerous. A single fanatic is frightening enough, but a whole crowd, fueled by fear and emotion, is unstoppable. And without reason to guide us, we are all vulnerable to becoming part of that crowd. Every man is guilty of all the good he did not do. Voltaire. It is not enough to simply avoid evil. If we turn our backs when someone is in need, if we remain silent when cruelty grows, then we help that cruelty win. Doing nothing is not neutral. It is its own form of guilt. A society cannot survive on laws and punishments alone. It survives when people choose cooperation, compassion, and courage. Like a body where each part depends on the others, humanity thrives when people support each other. Think of the Stoics. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What is not good for the hive is not good for the bee." We are not isolated beings. If one part of society suffers, the harm spreads to all. And if you had the chance to do good but refused, you carry the weight of that refusal. This is the harder truth. You don't have to commit atrocities to share in responsibility. Simply by standing by while others suffer is enough. Every moment of silence, every act of indifference strengthens the hand of cruelty. Across these three quotes, Voltaire exposes the weaknesses of human nature. Authority, whether kings, generals, or regimes, can disguise murder as duty. Lies and propaganda can make ordinary people commit atrocities, and passivity allows cruelty to grow stronger. The answer is courage, reason, and compassion. Courage to stand apart from the herd, reason to see through absurdities, and compassion to act when others remain silent. Because history, from Rome's legions to the Crusades to the witch trials, shows us that when people abandon these virtues, they are capable of anything, but when they hold on to them, even in the darkest times, they remain free.